doing a tattoo.
Luckily, the artist was able to finish this in one session.
So
it took quite a while.
What's going on? I'm Cody, and welcome to Nathan for Reaction. Today, to be reacting to my thoughts on tattoos despite the odd ones out. Now, I feel like this is going to be like really interesting, and I'm really excited to see this. So, it's linked to the video in the description. I'll also, because the new channel, smash that subscribe button. Let's go and check out my thoughts on tattoos.
Here's a little social interaction life hack I've discovered.
Okay.
If you're meeting someone new and you want to get to know them better,
Right.
and you see any semblance of a tattoo peeking out of their sleeve, compliment it. If that person doesn't want to talk about their
Right,
tattoos,
like, nah.
they'll say, "Oh, thank you."
He's out.
Anyway, this is my stop. But if they do want to talk
Same.
about their tattoos, their face will light up,
Aw.
and then they'll do the rest of the talking.
That's amazing.
I realize that by giving you this advice, now anytime I compliment someone else's tattoos, it will seem disingenuous.
Like, not sincere,
but
right?
it's not, most of the time. I love all of your tattoos. That's right, I'm talking to you. I love your tattoos, dude. Whether it's
Okay.
how you got the tattoo, the meaning behind the tattoo, or being a tattoo of something you
It's like a work of art.
Every tattoo is a story.
It means something,
And most people
right.
love telling stories about themselves. I wouldn't know anything about that, personally. I never
Dang, let's
understood
go.
why some people liked talking about their tattoos until I got
He's
one
so
of my
jacked,
own. What, you
though.
think I'm going to make a whole video about tattoos when I didn't even have any?
Exactly.
That's right. I'm a marked man, Mom.
Marked
what are you
man?
going to do about it? Stop unconditionally
Dude,
loving
I'm
me?
so marked.
Yeah, right. Wait, what are you doing with that cheese grater? Okay, but in all seriousness,
That's actually a great question.
can you make sure Grandma doesn't see this video, Mom? I don't want to upset her on the way
Oh,
out.
no.
Back in the day, tattoos used to be a symbol of rebellion and meant you
Right.
couldn't get a job. No regrets, baby! But I feel like tattoos are...
No regrets, baby. Starting off so interesting and so amazing. Also, like, tips, dude, like how to start a conversation and everything. That is so amazing, dude. Let's go. This is so incredible.
getting more and more accepted, if not expected. I'll see a jacked, bald guy covered in tattoos.
Is that supposed to
and
be
think,
The Rock?
Okay, yeah, he was meant to look
It's
like
like an
that.
odd
For
one's
me,
out
the
Rock.
idea of being a
Anybody else get that
badass
vibe?
tattooed guy with a sketch pad and a beanie and ripped
Oh.
jeans and a beaded bracelet always seemed cool to me. But like most people, when it came to
I got
tattoos,
the beanie part.
I had reservations. Ooh, this is gonna be on my body forever?
That's always what I think.
What if I hate it?
I don't
had
have
an
any
idea once of
tattoos,
getting these
and that's
5
why.
Magic the Gathering symbols tattooed on my forearm. I even dotted them out in Sharpie once just to give them a test drive. But I ultimately
Yeah, like the
decided not to
temporary
get them
tattoos.
because I was worried in 5 years I would go,
Those
"Oh,
are great."
These? I was really into Magic the Gathering in my 20s. Not anymore, though. So now every morning I wake up with impending feelings of shame and remorse that I even
no.
decided to get this thing. And I didn't want that to happen, even though I've been playing
That would be the worst, though. Like, I feel like I played Magic the Gathering, like, high school and stuff like that. So, I mean, I love that game. That card game, I feel like, is one of the best. Like, so amazing. Make so many friends with that game, too, which is so incredible. Oh, my goodness. I couldn't imagine get, like, the mana and everything, like, tattooed on the arm. That would be, like, so interesting.
Magic for over 15 years, and it means a lot to me, and I'm going to be buried with my sliver deck, and
Yes.
Right, maybe I should just get it.
The
Even
goblin
though
deck.
people know that tattoos are permanent, there are still way more bad tattoos than there should be.
There
One
really
time I
are.
saw this picture of someone's tattoo on a
Oh,
bad tattoo
no.
subreddit,
Is that
and
a
I thought it'd
baby
be funny to
Grogu?
prank my family group chat by photoshopping that tattoo
no.
onto my arm. And then
Oh,
I thought it'd be
that's so
funny
messed
to
up.
post that picture onto Instagram. I didn't think anyone would fall for
Oh,
this
it
poor
looks
excuse
real,
of a
though.
Photoshop job.
I'm sorry.
But then the internet and my family proved me wrong. Immediately, I started
mean,
getting phone calls from my
it's not a
parents,
bad
and even my
Photoshop
book agent
job.
rang me up and was like, "Did you actually get that tattoo?" No, it's not a real tattoo. I mean, it is a real tattoo,
not
but it's on someone else's body.
Right.
That's their cross to bear. I can only imagine what that person's family and book agent went
They're
through.
like,
My parents
"Why?"
were not supportive of me getting tattoos. But whose are, am I right? Some people,
That's actually
like
a good
my
point.
parents, say that your body is like a temple.
Oh.
And getting tattoos is like putting graffiti on
Right?
it. Which, sure, okay, that's why I paid a professional graffiti artist to paint my temple exactly how I wanted. Also, you can't tell me not to
Exactly. It's like you have a house, you're supposed to like put stuff and decorate and stuff like that. Like you do it for Halloween, why not do it like a tattoo? I see nothing wrong with that. I think that's actually really interesting.
For my body, when that's exactly what you did before I was even 24 hours old. Also, Jesus had piercings, and he loves showing them off to his buddies, so I think he'd be chill with a little tattoo. After much thought and deliberation, I finally settled on what my first tattoo would be.
What is it?
This was going to be permanently inked onto my body for the rest of my life. I got a tattoo.
Dude, a tattoo.
Luckily, the artist was able to finish this in one session.
So
it took quite a while, almost 5 whole minutes. Now let me explain why I got it. It was so that if anyone ever asked me, do you have any tattoos? I could go, why,
I've got a
yes, I do.
tattoo.
And then roll up my sleeve, and then I'd go, ha,
gotcha.
ha. When I showed off my tattoo on Jaden's Streamathon, there was one comment
just show them the arm and do like the and that's all you need, dude. Like, yep, I've got a tattoo, and it's a tattoo. Like, oh my goodness.
Said James having tattoo actually tattooed onto him is exactly the kind of tattoo I expected James to have. And that made me feel really good because that meant the tattoo fit my vibe. And the second reason I got the tattoo was because I wanted to rebel. Since tattoos were frowned upon growing up, I wanted to have one just to have one. So I got a tattoo with no meaning whatsoever, which, in a way, is
parents
the
are
meaning.
not happy.
Even though the tattoo was small and usually covered up by my sleeve, I still felt anxious about getting it. And I continued to feel that way for about a week after I got it. It was a jump scare every time I saw it in the mirror.
It's like,
and I would look at it closely and go, yep, that's really in there. I sure hope I don't regret this. But then after some time,
the ways to get it off,
the tattoo
I feel like they don't even work.
Just became a part of me. Like, I didn't look in the mirror and go, yep, there's James and tattoo. I would go, yep, there's James. Full stop. And from that day on, I loved giving people advice on tattoos. As a marked man myself, I think you should absolutely get that Shadow the Hedgehog full back piece.
Pee your
YOLO,
pants.
Remember? What? You're worried that it's going to look
like,
bad
nah,
when you're 70?
No, thank you.
Yeah,
Oh
it's going to look bad when you're 70. You're 70. Don't think about how bad it's going to look. Think about how much you're going to enjoy it from now to when you're 69.
Okay, dude. I think the pee your pants, like, shadow tattoo, I don't know if that's a vibe, but, I mean, I'm kind of here for it, I guess.
I've known people my
guess if
age
somebody's
who
into
still
that,
hide their tattoos from their
it's
parents.
gotta have a meaning.
But like the honest prodigal son that I am, I wasn't going to be doing that. But the next time I visited my parents, I walked into their house, and the very first thing my mom said to me was, "Do you have any tattoos?" She beat me to the punch. What? Why would you ask that? Because last night, I had a dream that you came home and were covered in tattoos.
Oh,
so,
dang.
Which one of you incepted my mom?
Yo, I feel like somebody told her, or like she just has really great like senses, dude. I mean, that is her son, so I mean, it would make sense, I think, right? Mother's intuition?
Odd? I said, are all tattoos bad? Yes, all of them are bad. Even this one. And I rolled up my sleeve and revealed my massive tat. And her reaction was, well, it's not the worst word to have permanently inked on your body. Later on, she said, if you go to a Star Wars party, you could change it to Tatooine.
Oh my
I think she
goodness.
took it pretty goodly. Now, some of you might be thinking that my
Actually,
epic
great point,
sleeve
though.
of a tattoo isn't that big a deal. It's tiny and can only be seen if I'm swimming or boxing or wearing a tank top. But you see, after getting tattooed, I experienced what people in the tattooing business call catching the bug. After seeing how much I liked my first tattoo and knowing that I could handle having a tattoo, I was ready to get something.
Oh, that's another thing, dude. Like the needles and everything. No, thank you. Going to the doctor to get like a shot is one thing. Just like having like a needle just there, like while you're getting a tattoo. Dude, I can't. But shout out to James, dude, like making it happen.
I set up a big boy tattoo appointment with an artist I liked, and when I was in the tattoo shop, the artist asked, is this your first tattoo? Is this my first tattoo?
Show the arm.
No, sweetheart. I think I know a thing or two about tattoos.
Oh my gosh.
So, without further ado, I would like to debut this out of the blue tattoo.
Let's go. Oh, hold up.
You know, from the Dark Crystal, the Jim Henson 80s puppet movie.
Yes.
That I did a video on it years ago.
That
now
movie
I have
is
the
terrifying.
best character permanently inked onto my skin forever and ever. That movie will always hold a special place in my heart, and now it'll hold a special place under my skin. And now, whenever I show someone the Chamberlain, we end up talking about the Dark Crystal, which is great because that's what I wanted to talk about anyways. I think I just discovered an autistic conversational cheat code. When I was getting it done, the artist asked me if there were any other tattoos that I wanted to get, and I said, why, yes, I do. I wanted to get the computer from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, because I also love that series, and because I'm a computery guy. And I didn't realize until as I was explaining it to the artist that both of these characters are puppets. So I don't know what that says about my psyche. I never thought that I liked puppets that much. But
he's probably thinking, like, why does this guy just want, like, puppet tattoos, dude? Like, this is out of the ordinary for me, but whatever he wants, I guess, is what he's gonna get.
If anyone wants to psychoanalyze me in the comments, that'd be great. And speaking
of
YouTube
it's a great
comments,
taste of movies.
I know a lot of people are going to bring this up, so I'm just going to address it right now. You probably noticed that Chamberlain isn't holding his iconic triangle scepter.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I already know that. That's because he's holding the Emperor's scepter. It's like my own little headcanon. He got to be the Emperor because he's cool and awesome. Come on, Dark Crystal fans. You think I don't know my lore? I didn't get the wrong scepter or anything. You think I'd get something wrong about the Dark Crystal?
Exactly.
Okay, you want to know what happened? I own a Chamberlain statue because, of course, I do. And I took pictures of it to send as a reference image to the artist. And I totally forgot that I accidentally broke off his triangle scepter. And now, because of that, he's holding an entirely different scepter on the tattoo. But you know what?
No.
I don't care.
It doesn't
this
even
one's
matter.
Better.
It doesn't
it's
matter.
It's a more clear silhouette.
That's
now,
right.
This time when I went to show my parents the tattoo,
it's the beak that matters.
I don't know exactly what I was hoping for.
Oh, I feel like they're gonna freak out. They're gonna be like, "Why did you get that?" And like, "Have you lost your mind or something?" I feel like that's exactly what they're gonna say.
But I wanted to see some dramatic pearl clutching. You know, just some real disappointment.
Is that
Chamberlain
what happened?
Had to be split up into 2 sessions, and I only got one done when I went to Arizona for a wedding.
2 sessions?
I saw my mom, and she didn't immediately ask me if I had any more tattoos. God didn't tattle on me this time. I told her, Mom, I gotta tell you something, privately. What is it?
She dropped
I need
the
you to
plate.
keep a secret from Grandma.
It's like, nah, this sounds
okay,
serious.
I'm serious. Grandma can't find out about this. Okay. Look, it's Chamberlain. And I showed her the unfinished tattoo, and she went, oh, do you even like the Dark Crystal that much? I mean, yeah, the plot's kind of mid.
Dang, she's like, do you even like that movie that much? I feel like James was expecting something completely different, like her to like freak out, like, why did you get it? But maybe because they're at like a social gathering, maybe that's why she didn't freak out.
But it's a cool world. Why were you more upset about my fake Baby Yoda tattoo than my real Dark Crystal tattoo? She didn't care, and neither did my dad. And you know what? I actually showed my grandma too, and she liked it. I can't make these people mad no matter what I do.
Approved.
One of my cousins is a tattoo artist, and I was talking to him about tattoos, and my mom said, oh, you should get your cousin to finish it. And even he said, do not do that. Speaking of tattoo advice,
He's not
if you're
confident.
thinking about getting a tattoo, I think you should wait. Obviously, it's your body, your choice, but with the minimum age of tattoos being 18 and in some states 16 with parents' permission,
crazy.
I just can't imagine being happy with any tattoos 16-year-old James could think of.
Oh my gosh.
All I'm saying is that I'm glad I went.
Bruh, somebody is gonna get a Skibbity toilet tattoo. I can already tell somebody is gonna get that done. Like, it's gonna be a thing, isn't it? Like, I can already tell. Or like a cap, and they're like, what does that mean? It's like, oh, no cap. Like, oh, I can only imagine.
And gave myself time to really know if this is what I wanted.
It's gotta go crazy.
I know you're young and you want to look as hardcore as possible, but you can still
Somebody's
get a
gonna be like, "Why do you
tattoo
have a
when you're
toilet?
like 23 and
You've never
it'll
seen
look good.
Skibbity toilet?
Trust me. No matter what tattoo you get,
think
it's
it
a
through.
way to express outwardly to the world what you like, what you want to remember, and who you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm about to get a full back piece of my grandma's face.
Oh, bro, don't do
There's
that.
literally no way my family wouldn't love that. thank you all for watching this YouTube video. And now that you're all done, I'm excited to announce that I have a Funko Pop
if it's for real.
of me. If that's something you're interested in, then you can head on over to my website and you can get a signed Funko while supplies last. As always, thank you to my amazing team, and the next time I'll see you,
an amazing team.
I might have more tattoos, who knows?
Of grandma. Can you imagine James getting a tattoo of his grandma? I mean, that would be such a sweet sentiment, but I think it'd be so interesting with this, which is like so amazing. What do you guys about my thoughts on tattoos? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, click that bell to turn notifications. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. So, as always, guys, I'll catch you in the next reaction video.